Welcome to Uncle's Channel. Thanks for watching today. And the question has to be asked, how many times will I buy this particular action figure? Because I know I got it when I was a kid, and I got the reissues that came out a few years back. And I probably got a couple of them at yard sales and different places growing up as well. There's no telling how many Leonardo's or just simply original Turtle action figures I actually have. However, there's going to be one less time they're going to buy them because they're getting ready to reissue or remaster the entire line of the 1988 series, or at least the 4 Turtles here, and they're going to make it with our points of articulation, little standees to come along, really cool weapons at the same time, and even different weapons that go along with every Turtle. However, there's just something about these figures that just doesn't sit quite right. And we're going to take a look at some pictures here in just a second. Now, all of this news comes to us from Adventures in Collecting Podcast, who originally had the first break of these figures coming out at one of the toy shows. There's a little flyer there for the 40th anniversary of Turtles. And then Pixel Dan actually reached out to Playmates and asked for a high quality resolution picture of these Turtles. They sent it over to him. So we're going to look at both of their images that they have put forth and sort of go through it here. And if you want to check out either one of those pages, I'll put the links in the description down below. But let's go ahead and look at the high definition look here to sort of go ahead and see what the main complaint is going to be about these particular reissues or these remasters. And so as you're looking at here, you probably already know just by looking at the picture what the problem is. The problem is 100% the skin texture. It just looks awful. There's no way around it. It's not like textured skin of what you'd expect from a turtle at all. I was literally holding a turtle 2 days ago. We went to a little nature center or a what's the right word for it? Nature park, I guess the right word. It's like a wildlife refuge, and we helped rescue a turtle out from a little cul-de-sac here. And I'm holding a turtle right here. I know what a turtle skin looks like, and it is not all dimply and dented in like these particular turtles here. This is just really bad texture for these turtles. It just doesn't look like a turtle. It just simply looks like I don't know. It looks like as if you went out to the road or to your gravel driveway and pulled all the little gravel pieces out, the ground that's left over after that. That looks like what this would look like to me. And that's probably a very specific description for it, but that's exactly what it reminds me of anyway. And man, the skin is just, you can't get by it. To me, it pretty much ruins the figures. I just don't like the look at all. And now Pixel Dan pointed out something that was very interesting. They actually swapped the heads of Leonardo and Donatello. And so their heads are actually, they're painted correctly, obviously, but the head on Donatello is the head it should be on Leonardo. His little side smile or showing his teeth on the side. That should be Leonardo's head. And so don't know why they did that either. I mean, they could fix some of these issues before they finally release them, but it seems like they're sort of set in stone here, putting the pictures out. Already got the price point of $12.99. Man, there's just clearly some issues with the figures. But let's talk about the positives. Points of articulation. Articulation, excellent. The first time these figures here have ever had all these points of articulation, and that is really cool feature as far as being able to model the turtles exactly like you want them to be. They also come with these little top of a rooftop, and the rooftop looks exactly like it did in the Mirage comic from way back in the day. A great feature for that. And so every turtle comes with its own individual stand, and you can put them all together to make the little collection. That's really cool. The weapons themselves, they all look fantastic at color-coded bases as well as higher quality weapons at the same time. And if you look at the Adventures in Collecting Podcast, I have another picture here, and it showed a detail Leonardo has a separate weapon here. Raphael has a separate weapon. Donatello, I'm not sure what his weapon is, but a separate one. And Michelangelo, I really was hoping they do the grappling hook, and it's sort of like a grappling hook, but they've done that on his picture at the same time. And so you are getting some cool features of this. There's no denying that this is a cool product, and I would 100% purchase this product if only they had pretty much got the skin texture down correctly, because at the moment I just think it's just a ugly looking action figure. I can't get by it. I think when the light hits it just right, I think it'll look even worse. And this is what Playmates Toys chose to send out to Pixel Dan as here's what the figures are going to look like. This is their best representation of it, and they're clearly satisfied with the look. And it would take a great deal of effort for them to go back in and do the molds over again to fix all these little dimples that turtles have all throughout. Why they didn't just simply stick with the same skin texture or the same overall mold here and just add points of articulation in is beyond me. Because there's tons of lines out there that have done that, like the Masters of the Universe. all of their Origins figures. I got like Skeletor right back here. Fantastic. I mean, with him, it's the exact same feel of the action figure. It has the exact same texture. It's just simply more points of articulation, a little bit more detail, and that's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. But instead, they chose to add all of these, I don't know, holes in their skin at the same time. And so, me personally, unless they change it, I'm probably not going to pick these up. And if I do, I'll just pick up one of them just sort of for the display on the channel. I'm definitely not going to collect a set here if they end up looking like that. But what are your thoughts? Are you satisfied with the new Turtles design here? Do you like these 1988 remasters that are coming out? Is it a for sure purchase, or is it going to be a pass, sort of like me? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos listed up above. Above, and go out there, find a great game to play. Simply have a great rest of the day. Now, there is one other thing that collecting in or Adventures in Collecting podcast pointed out here, is they are also releasing these basically like the original Mirage Turtles, and they're pretty cool looking. And, you know, they got all the original look as far as like the body shape, and, you know, the weapons and all of that from the original Mirage comics. And you can buy those individual and you put them all together, sort of like the other turtles we talked about. The only thing I would change about these is the mask. You know, why not make them all red like the actual Mirage comics? Like, why swap that? I don't know. It's just an odd decision. I don't understand like what Playmates Toys does sometimes, like when they're trying to figure out like how to market to toys collectors or Turtles collectors here, because like every turtle collector out there wants the red mask. But you know, that's a separate video for a separate day. I just sort of want to you know, throw it out there because hey, it's the 40th anniversary and they are clearly trying to cater to fans, but I feel like they're missing the mark just a little bit in some ways here. But like I said, you know, go out there, find a great game to play, have a great rest of the day.